What if your favorite 70s TV shows didn't end with closing credits? Imagine they came back to life in animated form, bringing new adventures to Saturday mornings. Some of the most iconic cartoons of the 70s were actually spin-offs of live-action TV hits, seamlessly blending nostalgia with fresh, exciting escapades. Today, we're diving into 12 unforgettable cartoons from the 1970s that turned TV classics into animated treasures. Whether it's solving mysteries, traveling through space, or just hanging out with our favorite characters, these shows did more than entertain us. They became a part of our childhood memories. Let's jump back in time and see how many of these animated gems you remember. Number 12. The Brady Kids, 1972 to 1973. Kicking off our list is The Brady Kids, an animated spin-off that brought the beloved Brady Bunch back to life in cartoon form. The 6 Brady siblings, Greg, Marcia, Peter, Jan, Bobby, and Cindy, returned for more family fun, but this time with a twist. They had a quirky group of animal friends tagging along, including 2 adorable pandas, a wisecracking bird named Marlin, and even a magical dog. This wasn't your typical Brady family show. The Brady Kids was filled with wild adventures, from magical mishaps and time travel to the occasional space expedition. While the live-action series focused on relatable family antics, the animated version dove headfirst into the fantasy genre, taking the Bradys far beyond their suburban neighborhood. The series captured the fun-loving spirit of the Brady family and added just enough whimsy to keep kids tuning in every Saturday morning. Although it only ran 2 seasons, the Brady Kids remains a unique part of Brady Bunch lore, giving fans a fresh and imaginative way to enjoy their favorite family with a touch of 70s cartoon magic. Number 11. Star Trek, the animated series, 1973 to 1974. This one's a true gem for Trekkies. Star Trek, the animated series, boldly continued the adventures of Captain Kirk, Spock, and the entire USS Enterprise crew just as the original series left off, but with new animated possibilities. What made this adaptation unique was that it retained much of the original magic, with iconic cast members like William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, and DeForest Kelley returning to voice their characters. This continuity brought authenticity to the show, making it feel like a seamless extension of the live-action series. The animated format allowed for storylines that would have been nearly impossible to execute in live action at the time, from exotic alien worlds to unique species that stretched the boundaries of imagination. It was a creative playground for sci-fi writers, leading to some of the most memorable and visually unique adventures in Star Trek history. Although it only lasted 2 seasons, Star Trek, the animated series, left an indelible mark, eventually winning an Emmy and cementing its place in the Star Trek legacy. For fans, this series represented not only new voyages of the Enterprise, but also the power of animation to bring dreams of the final frontier vividly to life. Number 10. Gilligans Planet, 1982. Let's take a detour from the tropical shores of Gilligan's Island to the far reaches of space with Gilligan's Planet. This wacky animated adaptation took the castaways on a wild new adventure when they somehow built a spaceship and rocketed off, only to end up marooned on an alien planet. True to the Gilligan spirit, our bumbling hero still finds himself in chaotic mishaps, except now they're with extraterrestrials and strange creatures. Even though it only lasted 1 season, Gilligan's Planet gave fans a fresh spin on the story they loved, complete with space-age humor and cosmic goof-ups. It was the 80s answer to the question, what if Gilligan and the gang were lost in space? Fans loved seeing their favorite characters in this sci-fi setting, and it added a whimsical twist to the classic misadventures. Number 9. The Addams Family, 1973. Who could ever forget the Addams Family? This delightfully creepy, kooky family made the leap from live action to animation in the 70s, bringing a more whimsical touch to their already legendary oddities. Fans of the original TV series loved getting another chance to watch Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, Pugsley, Uncle Fester, and Lurch, this time cruising across the country in a haunted RV. Though it leaned more towards family-friendly humor, the animated series retained that iconic Addams charm, with a dash of spooky mischief in each episode. In this version, their haunted RV added a mobile twist to their gothic flair, introducing new spooky settings and hilarious encounters as they hit the open road. With only 16 episodes, it didn't have a long run, but it didn't need one to make its mark. This show gave 70s kids a reason to snap their fingers along with the intro tune. And for the fans of the strange and unusual, it became a weekly dose of animated weirdness that only the Addams could deliver. Number 8. The ScoobyDoo Movies, 1972 to 1973. Doesn't love Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Inc. gang. The new Scooby-Doo movies took the classic ghost-chasing formula and upped the ante by inviting celebrity guest stars to join each episode. Imagine tuning in to see Batman and Robin, Sonny and Cher, or even the Harlem Globetrotters solving mysteries alongside Scooby and Shaggy. It was a crossover dream for young fans of the time, as Scooby and friends tackled mysteries with some of the biggest stars of the day. This version also introduced longer episodes, allowing for more elaborate storylines, and more of Scooby's famous antics. Kids in the 70s loved spotting their favorite celebrities on Saturday mornings, creating a unique mix of humor, mystery, and pure star power. Whether they were rubbing elbows with Hollywood icons or sports legends, the new Scooby-Doo movies took the gang's adventures to new heights and cemented Scooby's place in pop culture with each star-studded caper. Number 7. Lassie's Rescue Rangers, 1973 to 1975. Lassie's Rescue Rangers. Lassie, everyone's favorite heroic collie, leaped into animated form with Lassie's Rescue Rangers, taking her courage to new heights. In this version, Lassie became part of an elite rescue team alongside the Turner family and a quirky group of animal friends, including a raccoon, a mountain lion, and even an eagle. Together, they tackled daring missions to save people and animals in distress, whether it was forest fires, floods, or wildlife emergencies. This wasn't just another animal adventure show. It was a blend of environmentalism, teamwork, and classic family values that resonated with young viewers of the time. Fans of the live-action Lassie series were thrilled to see their beloved collie now engaging in action-packed rescues.
We've got a rescue on our hands.
With a message about protecting nature. For kids, Lassie's Rescue Rangers was more than entertainment. It was a lesson in bravery and respect for the environment, wrapped up in a heartwarming Saturday morning cartoon. Number 6. The Partridge Family, 2200 AD, 1974 to 1975. Imagine one of the grooviest family bands of the 70s, the Partridge Family, rocketing into the future. That's exactly what happened in the Partridge Family 2200 AD. This animated spin-off brought the Partridges into the year 2200, where they juggled futuristic gadgets, space travel, and their musical stardom, all with the same family charm that fans adored. From robotic assistants to jet-powered family vans, the show gave viewers a fun and campy glimpse of what the Partridge Family world might look like in a high-tech future. While it didn't quite reach the popularity of the live-action series, it was a quirky twist that resonated with fans who couldn't get enough of the Partridge Clan. Despite lasting just one season, the Partridge Family 2200 AD remains a fond memory for those who remember the Partridges not only as groovy musicians, but as intergalactic travelers, blending the nostalgia of 70s pop with the sci-fi vibes of Saturday morning cartoons. It was a time capsule of two eras. Classic rock meets futuristic fantasy. Number 5. The Harlem Globetrotters, 1970 to 1972. Did you know that the Harlem Globetrotters had their very own animated show in the 70s? That's right. In this series, the legendary basketball team took their skills off the court and onto the small screen, where they traveled the globe not just to play games, but to solve mysteries and tackle outrageous challenges. Each episode saw the team's famous moves in action, from trick shots to dazzling dunks, as they took on villains and helped those in need, all while bringing their signature humor and flair. What made this show a real treat was how it captured the Globetrotters' larger-than-life personalities. Curly, Meadowlark, and the rest of the gang weren't just athletes. They were heroes with heart and style, a true slam dunk for Saturday morning cartoons. For fans, it was a thrill to see their favorite basketball stars animated and going on adventures far beyond the basketball court. This show blended sportsmanship with comedy and excitement. Making it a fan favorite and an iconic memory for anyone who grew up watching. Number 4. Emergency Plus 4, 1973 to 1974. This animated adaptation put a fresh spin on the popular live-action medical drama Emergency, but with an unexpected twist. It brought in 4 teenagers to join the heroic paramedics John Gage and Roy DeSoto. In Emergency Plus 4, these young sidekicks didn't just tag along, they actively assisted in rescues. Turning every episode into an action-packed, team-based adventure. The combination of drama, quick thinking, and teamwork gave kids a thrilling look into the world of first responders while making the concept of first aid both exciting and accessible. What set this show apart was its educational value. Not only did kids learn about problem solving and staying calm in emergencies, but they also picked up real-life first aid tips, all wrapped up in animated fun. Though it may not have had the lasting popularity of other shows on this list, Emergency Plus 4 was a memorable mix of action, learning, and inspiration. For fans of the live-action Emergency series, it was a fantastic way to introduce young viewers to the life-saving work of paramedics in a way that was both entertaining and impactful. Number 3. Genie, 1973 to 1975. Inspired by the beloved show I Dream of Genie, this animated adaptation brought a fresh twist to the classic Genie in a Bottle tale.
Junior Genie,
This time, Genie reappeared as a redhead, and instead of serving an astronaut, she teamed up with a teenage boy named Corey and his buddy Henry. Their adventures were a mix of teenage hijinks and magical mishaps, with Genie's genie powers often creating more chaos than solutions. While it wasn't a direct continuation of I Dream of Genie, the cartoon captured the same whimsical spirit and sense of humor, delivering a fun blend of humor and magic that charmed young audiences. From accidental spells to unplanned transformations, each episode was packed with unexpected twists, bringing Genie's magical mayhem into a new generation. For fans of the original show, this animated spin-off was a delightful reimagining, keeping the magic alive on Saturday mornings. Number 2. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, 1972 to 1985. One of the longest-running animated shows of the 70s, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids were inspired by Bill Cosby's stand-up comedy and the neighborhood experiences of his childhood. Led by the lovable and wise Fat Albert, the show followed a group of urban teenagers who tackled the ups and downs of growing up in their community. Each episode offered a mix of humor, heartfelt lessons, and real-life challenges that kids could relate to, from friendship and family to bullying and self-esteem. With its unforgettable "Hey, hey, hey" intro and catchy musical numbers at the end of each episode,
Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert!
Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids became more than just entertainment. It was an animated classroom that made learning fun. The series didn't shy away from tough issues either, addressing topics like substance abuse, discrimination, and peer pressure in a way that felt approachable and meaningful. Its blend of humor, music, and life lessons made it a cultural touchstone, leaving an enduring impact on viewers who fondly remember Fat Albert and his friends as animated icons of the 70s and 80s. Number 1. The Pink Panther Show, 1969 to 1978. And finally, we have The Pink Panther Show. Though it technically debuted in the late 60s, this iconic cartoon became a Saturday morning favorite throughout the 70s. Based on the stylish and mischievous Pink Panther from the Pink Panther films, the animated series followed the silent, cool feline as he cleverly outwitted everyone with his signature charm and effortless style. his distinctive pink color and playful attitude, the Pink Panther became a master of slapstick comedy, often getting the better of bumbling foes without saying a single word. The show's jazzy theme song by Henry Mancini, with its unmistakable beat and smooth melody, set the perfect mood for each episode. Just hearing those opening notes still brings back a wave of nostalgia for fans, evoking images of the Pink Panther's cool stroll and slick antics. With its mix of clever humor and whimsical charm, the Pink Panther show became more than just a cartoon. It was a cultural phenomenon that brought laughter and sophistication into our living rooms. The Pink Panther remains a timeless character who went on to inspire spin-offs, movies, and even video games. But his classic animated series holds a special place in our hearts as a true 70s treasure. And there you have it, 12 unforgettable cartoons from the 70s that brought our favorite TV shows to animated life and helped shape our childhoods. Whether you grew up watching these classics or discovered them later, they've left a lasting impact and continued to be cherished by fans across generations. So, which one of these animated gems do you remember the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this nostalgic journey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more trips down memory lane. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.